Pentagon leaks reveal Biden's Ukraine war lies and what may happen next. President Joe Biden's public pronouncements about the war in Ukraine ring hollow in light of the recently leaked intelligence documents. Congress and the American people must demand accountability, truth, and not more lies before we are led into another war or something much worse. Unfortunately, the mainstream media have twisted the story about the allegation that a 21-year-old National Guardsman leaked finished intelligence products on gaming internet sites. They myopically focus on the leaker, his crime, and not on the substance of the leaked material in order to protect President Joe Biden. However, we need to ask whether the president is lying about our role in the war in Ukraine, which could have grave consequences for us all. The fact is, historically, presidents lied to the American people about wars. President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1940 lied to Americans that, "Your boys are not going to be sent into any foreign wars." Besides, at that time we were providing lethal aid to the United Kingdom. We went to war after Japan attacked Pearl Harbor in December 1941. President Lyndon B. Johnson lied about the threat posed by the North Vietnamese to preserve his political power. In 1964, Johnson told an Akron, Ohio election campaign crowd, "We are not about to send American boys 9 or 10,000 miles away from home to do what Asian boys ought to be doing for themselves." Then, after being elected, LBJ sent U.S. combat troops to the jungles of Vietnam, lying to the American people about the attack on U.S. forces in the Gulf of Tonkin, eventually deploying 500,000 personnel until our withdrawal in 1975 with our tail tucked, and at the cost of more than 58,000 American lives. President George W. Bush lied about the reason we invaded Iraq: to eliminate weapons of mass destruction. Before the war, CIA Director George Tenet warned Bush not to use sketchy intelligence about Iraq. Bush knew Saddam Hussein no longer had an arsenal of WMD, and yet the president misled the American people. And after the 2003 invasion, officials confirmed Iraq had abandoned its programs years earlier. Other presidents in our history lied to the American people about war. James Polk lied about Mexico invading the U.S., which led to the Mexican-American War, because he wanted to add Texas as another slave state. William McKinley lied that the Spanish had blown up the USS Maine warship in Havana Harbor, which led to the Spanish-American War.